Saturday, day 16. Back day. Always a good day. And it's Saturday. I got a couple things to do, but a little more relaxed. I gotta put this dresser together. That's been sitting in the apartment for like 2 weeks that I got for Valentine's Day for the missus, but I've been lazy about putting it together. So I'm gonna get that done today. I also want to take Nala for a hike because the weather's looking better. It's still kind of foggy outside, but it is what it is. She needs her exercise as well, as we all do, Movement is the biggest part of life. Without movement, nothing would happen. Anywho, yeah. So today's focus is going to be, I know last week when I tried that lat pull down bar, the straight bar, rather than the angled one, I felt a lot better, a bigger pump with it. So I'm going to do more of that today, and then some single arm pull downs, and then some rows. I haven't been hitting, there's this one row machine that I do where I'm able to hit the lower back a little more. I haven't hit that in a while. I like to go pretty heavy on it, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do that today. And then abs as well, because I told myself I would. But yeah, nothing too crazy, I'm gonna go in, hit this back day, and get some food from Whole Foods. There's this one chocolate bar that I get. I think I've talked about it a couple times already, but I love that thing. It is so good. Can you all believe that we're gonna be like, the price of chocolate's gone insane, but one day chocolate's gonna be very, really rare, and that's a terrifying notion. I love chocolate. I can't fathom a future where, chocolate is only available to the richest people in the world. That don't make sense to me. I think chocolate should be enjoyed by everybody, or everybody that can enjoy it, at least. So yeah, I have no idea how my mind got there, but whatever. I'll see y'all at the gym. All right. So I did hit the jump rope today, actually, for 3 songs, about like 12 minutes, a little over 12 minutes. With these shoes that I'm wearing in the video here, and I feel like I was able to hit. The pain in my ankle wasn't as bad, so that's a good sign. I think wearing the Jordans was impacting my ankle, since I've been consistently wearing Jordans to jump rope for a while now. But anyways, yeah, warm-up was good. Bike, stretch, jump rope, went into pull-ups. I think I did like 4 sets. First one starting with just my body weight, and then second and third. Each set I'm going as many as I can. I'm squeezing as much as possible, and trying to maintain a contraction while moving up and down. After the first set, I started incorporating the assisted pull-up machine. After I would do like 4 to 5 reps of pull-ups, and then I would incorporate the machine and do another like 6 to 7. For the last set, as you can see here, I'm trying to burn out, trying to get as much activation as possible, trying to get a good, decent mind-muscle connection going before I step into lat pull-downs. Pull-ups were decent today. Nothing to rave about, but good. Good movements overall. And then we stepped into lat pull-downs. I did, I think, like 4 sets of this at this bar. First couple sets, first set, I think I did just, I didn't do any drop sets on the first set. I wanted to see how it felt. So I think that's only like 160, 175, which isn't that much. Um, Either way, it moved pretty decent. Activation could have been better. I think um, just, I mean, I was feeling a lot better going into the gym in the morning, right? And maintaining that consistency, I felt pretty good, pretty good pumps throughout the entirety of the last split. While as this split, I noticed that grouping yesterday's back day with today's, yesterday's chest day with today's back day within the same like 12 hours. What, I went in at 7. So I didn't even give it a good 24 hours before my next workout, which probably kind of nerfed um, my back day a little bit here. It could have been a little better, but by it I mean the pump. And you take them as you go. They're not all going to be perfect, you just got to do your best. Pull downs went decent. I think I did. Well, you already saw the first set. I did this one, and then I'm pretty sure I did 2 more before I moved over to single arm pull downs. But on the last 3 sets, I did drop sets after each main set. So started at 160, 175, and then narrowed my grip a little bit to get a little more activation in bringing into my lat. Which you'll see the motion here. You'll see that my elbow stays in the same vertical line while my arms are coming into my upper arm is coming into my lat rather than to the side. That gets creating that crescent moon shape with the elbow is the best way to activate the lats and get that full mind muscle connection. It also prevents you from swinging too much. A lot of people think that if they swing, they're able to move the weight better, but no. You're negating any actual contraction from happening. You want your back to not move beyond that 1 inch, 2 inch horizontal range. Of course, you can set it to a really heavy weight and wrench it down and then hold it and let it back up slowly, but you're trying to perfect the entire movement, not just the concentric the way up, not just releasing of the muscle. You want to be able to contract the muscle well as well. So that's why I say that. But I mean, you still see a little bit of movement closer to the end of the reps. Like I said before, you're trying to optimize what range of motion you have depending on the rep that you're at. Not every rep is going to be perfect, but you can do your best. Single arm cable pull downs felt pretty good, actually. I think this was this motion felt the most activated during today's workout. I'm not going to complain about it. I love me some single arm pull downs. They hit really well. I did 2 of these. I don't think I did a drop set. I think I just put it to a relatively low weight, like maybe 60, 50 pounds. I think 60 pounds on the first set and the 50 pounds on the second set. And just I think 12 reps on each side, 10 reps on each side. Either way, these are always a good movement to incorporate in back days. They help you isolate the arm a little more and get that full contraction on the way up and way down. That you see that I'm not even though I'm doing single arm, I'm doing lightweight, I'm still squeezing. I'm still trying to go with as much range as possible in the movement. Just because you're moving at lightweight doesn't mean you gotta move it quick. Build a muscle is never done in a short period of time. All good things take time. I tried doing this machine. This is the machine that I was talking about in my my morning vlog, I guess, or the intro. Sorry, the intro to the vlog. And I don't know. I used to really love this machine, and maybe I've just like it may have just been the overall pump wasn't really feeling it, and this machine like I usually love hitting like 4, 5, 6 sets of these with some drop sets, but this just did not move well. I tried. You see that I have the purple foam under my butt, and that's to elevate myself a little more so I can bring. You see how my arms are coming, pulling against my quads. Without that seat, I would be pulling into the mid of my back, and you're not getting full contraction. That movement is supposed to hit the lower back, and it wasn't really feeling well today, or that movement just wasn't hitting today. So I transitioned over to single arm dumbbell rows. This felt a lot better. Felt the contraction really well, especially in my middle back and my lower back. I could have done a better job of squeezing at the top, and I think I did on the next set. But I don't know if I added that in this lineup of videos. I don't think so, no. Still a great movement to incorporate. I'm not doing anything heavy here. That's 60 pounds. You don't need to be throwing around 120 pounds to get like good contraction on this movement. You should be prioritizing the squeeze. Of course, I'm fairly taxed at this point, so I can only squeeze. It's never going to be perfect. You can only try your best, and that's what I'm doing here. I love these though. Single arm, dumbbell row. I feel like the single arm movements were really good today. It was just the joint movements that just weren't hitting. But anyways, still a great workout, After this, I do one more set of single arm dumbbell rows, and then I move over to the lat pull down machine. Honestly, moved pretty well. No major constraints outside of just, I don't know, like recovery and nutrition is a huge part of working out. And the last couple of days, especially with the neck, my recovery has been pretty, not bad, but it just could be better. Like I'm missing a couple hours of sleep where I shouldn't be, and I'm limited in range of motion because of my neck. So it was like my approach to these workouts, I always try to do my best, but some days that's not going to go the way I want it to. And I mean, that's like maybe 1 out of 5 workouts or 1 out of 10 workouts is like that, So it's a lesson learned. I really need to start prioritizing my recovery more. My sleep is like I think I go to bed on average around midnight most days, and then I wake up around like 5:45, 6 a.m. to get to the gym. Last couple of days, like yesterday, I went to bed around 12:30. Woke up at 5, and I was up for an hour. Went back to sleep around like 7, woke up around 8:30. It just wasn't the best recovery. Your sleep is just as important as your everything else. Sleep, diet, training. All 3 of those have to, if you want, you have to optimize them to the best of your ability for your body to really reap the benefits of what you sow in the gym. That's why I've always said, like, being at the gym for a couple hours, it's not that hard. Or even like an hour, going in for an hour and doing what you got to do, doing the movements. That part is easy. The hard part is sticking to your recovery routine, sticking to your nutrition. Because At the end of the day, nobody can like hold you down and make you not eat or make you eat. You know, if you're trying to gain muscle mass, like nobody's gonna hold you down and force dry ass chicken down your mouth, and that's something you just gotta do on your own. I mean, on the chicken's dry. There's plenty of ways to cook it, and there's plenty of ways to get good, nutritious food that also tastes amazing. But being consistent with cooking, and even if you're going out, sticking to the places like Kava or Chipotle or whatever, Chick-fil-A even, and watching your macros while going to those places, it's difficult. You know, or well, it's difficult for me. I know for others, the diet or the recovery portion of the trio can be easier than going into train. Um, I've just gotten used to training consistently because I've been in sports all my childhood. I think since I was like five, um, 5 or 6. I think since early pre or K5 to first grade, summer of first grade. That's when I started doing sports. So yeah, uh, that made it really easy for me to train, you know, because I already had that mindset of, okay, I have like an hour to 2 hours today that I need to work out, that I need to move my body. Or else I just feel really off, you know, and like that, especially on those recovery days, those days are when I really feel um, the impact of having that sort of mindset where I need to go into the gym or else I feel kind of weird, you know. But like I said, recovery and nutrition are just as important as the training itself. If you're not doing those right, it's going to be suboptimal in training, like I felt today and yesterday even. So yeah, posing went decent. Uh, Honestly, the angle here was pretty terrible. I could have done it at a better angle. But back is coming in well. Core is coming in well. I did not do core today. I know I said I would. I'm sorry, guys. But what I did do, I did 35 minutes of sauna, and that helped me. While doing that, I also worked my neck out a little bit, so that worked well. Um, I know I usually drop these a little late, around 10 p.m., but I'm trying to get this one out of the way so I can do the dresser and take Nala for a hike. So yeah, that's why I'm doing a little early today. I really want like here I'm trying to the motion of the crown is what I'm trying to set here, and I want this movement like my dream is for or not my dream but my goal for this prep period for some bodybuilding show or whatever. I want that crown to come out really well. I want my back to come out really well to be able to show that crown. But yeah, another good day. You know, any day I can get into the gym is a good day. So all right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.